tomorrow. We are going to be looking at tomorrow very closely as we are seeing GME once for the first time in a good time, 10% up right during the beginning of the day. Look at this green candle. We need more y-axis here. If you guys want to know exactly what's happening here, make sure that you guys are sticking to the end and smashing that like until it turns blue and we get all the way up to 1600. If it's not quite there yet, comment out which one we are. Just getting stuck at 310, but we are already 10% up on the day. That's helpful. That's from a little help from a little thing I call the pre-market. Once we see GME's price action now, it's not gonna stop until it pops right here at 319 is its 50% retracement, and we are looking at major catalysts that are making this price action go up. One, the annual shareholder meeting is coming up tomorrow. We are likely going to see some either acquisitions or merger announcements with esports perhaps, and SLGG has been in talks for a long time. We expected this during the revenue call, right? We had that earnings call. We expected to see that. Did not happen, but this time we're tempering our expectations with data. We also have Ryan Cohen officially becoming the chair of the board of directors, and this is not only huge for the direction of GME, but also the board itself gets a full reset and mostly replaced with Ryan Cohen's people. And this is the people that helped him turn Chewy into an e-commerce giant. So this is the transformation GME has been waiting for. Also, new CEO possibly in the works. They've been looking for months. Honestly, if this HR team hasn't found one yet and is ready to announce it tomorrow, then they might just be the slowest apes on the planet, because I think there's going to be, hundreds of smart, scrappy lads that want to be able to come into the e-commerce world and turn GME into the greatest squeeze possible, especially now because GME hasn't happened yet. The squeeze has not happened. Cannot be more specific. We've been tracking the short squeeze data and the squeeze has not yet happened. Rejected here, $2 away from 319. That is a good sign that people are following the technicals. That's a good sign that this one whole green candle was made up of bullishness. They were bullish on the idea that GME is having its time in the sun tomorrow because of that annual shareholder meeting, but also because we had seen the buy signals from a mile away, right? Yesterday we were looking at GME. Let's take a look. So this is AMC's buy signals. We are having trouble on the 1 minute chart discerning them, right? There's so many buy signals, perhaps here, and most of them are having trouble taking. The last successful buy signal on the 1 minute chart, and this is just a proxy to understand why GME was able to go the distance. We have here 4 out of 4 buy signals here that didn't really take, 4 out of 4 buy signals here that didn't take, and 4 out of 4 buy signals here that would have finally taken from a price level of $52 all the way up to 55. Okay, that's substantial, right? That is still a 10% rip. Let's take a look at GME's side, of course. Remember, we have a benchmark of 10% on the minute chart. Let's go out to the 30 minute. And you'll be able to see a couple of patterns. For example, we have GME right here at 220 with a 4 out of 4 buy signal here, and here. That would have brought you from 220 all the way up to 280. We talked about this in the price discovery and the techno analysis yesterday with the SEC video, but that is a whopping so 20% is 10%, 20%. 30%. So that's 3x the gains on this buy signal here. We also had another one when GME slumped back down to 246. That would have gotten you all the way up today's price action of 310. So 247 to 310. That's another roughly 30%, right? So 30% rips, and we are not showing signs of stopping. The EMA is coming up nice and tight because of that volume it took to be able to get up here. Now GME has a fine little warning underneath the bed tag. Do not sleep on it, right? We have seen AMC with a lot of momentum, a lot of volume, and if we can start turning the tides of attacking these two stocks, right? Trying to divide and conquer us, making us think that one is significant, the other one isn't, is baloney. Let's take a look at the Ortex here. Both of these short interests are rising today because of Friday's shorting action, right? We saw a huge day on Friday in terms of the potential gamma squeeze part 2, the double gamma squeeze, and yet we are not seeing these short interests fall on GME. It's still holding tight at about 18% and rising. Today, we are seeing the first positive short interest change on AMC from basically a save at the double digits, right on top of 11%. If we did dip below 11, that might be cause for concern, but we are not. Right? There are so many more naked shares that they cannot account for, but this is good news because they somehow, with the naked shorts on their hands, still need to dip into the honeypot, dip into the piggy bank, and short totally legitimate shares. And so that's why you're going to see these short interests of free float slowly rise from the bottom here, about 11%, from double-digit decreases on the past few days here. So I hope you guys realize that this is not over. I had a feeling that we were going to see a resurgence on GME's price action here as we retake 319. That's 50% retracement. That is 50% of the price action from January. Compare that to 361% retracement. That is where AMC currently is being held. We could not see $60 for the life of us the past few days. And that is where I am guessing a major amount of price action will congregate for tomorrow. Big catalysts means small fries are gonna get fried. Margin calls are going to roll up to a margin call squeeze from the hedge funds that have the lowest amount of money. And we talked about this yesterday from the crypto side. Why exactly are we seeing these crypto dips here? The Ethereum, Doge, and Bitcoin are hammered today, despite positive news on the crypto side for El Salvador taking in the passing legislation, perhaps within the week of taking Bitcoin as their national currency. Well, compared to El Salvador's GDP, right, there's a lot of gray area of why this might not have been positive news, but there are catalysts out there that might be a mismatch of expectation. That could be an explanation, but a much likelier one is that the entire market is getting ready for margin calls across the board, and GME's 10% spike just now is a very important first step of that. Hope you guys realize that we had a raffle winners today, right? We have EC, we have Daniel Rodriguez, we have Nick Menner. So if you guys haven't yet emailed me at andremobusiness@gmail.com, just know that if you're not one of these three people, you still have a great chance to be able to win some cool stuff. In fact, on this stream, I'm going to be giving away some couple of these little rockets here, and some from free swag, which is also called frag, from the Andrew Mo Money store. So as GME continues to push right now to 325, take a look at the store. There's tons of stuff, and it's limited edition. Each thing is new. Each time, every week, we have new stuff coming in. And thank you guys for watching the show. We'll see you in the money.